Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Seattle Mariners vs New York Yankees, Chicago White Sox vs Chicago Cubs, Boston Red Sox vs Toronto Blue Jays, New York Mets vs Philadelphia Phillies, and Texas Rangers vs Oakland Athletics, which are happening on Saturday, August 7, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, over and under betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Seattle Mariners vs New York Yankees. Seattle continues to remain in the wild card picture, but now trails Oakland by 4 games. Toronto and the Yankees are now ahead of them and will likely need a large winning streak at some point. They won 2 of 3 against the first-place Rays this week, outscoring Tampa 15-8. Andrew Heaney has been a good pitcher, according to his baseball saving page this season. He is in the 91st percentile in chase rate, 75th percentile in strikeout percentage, 73rd percentile in whiff percentage, and 64th percentile in walk percentage. Heaney throws 3 different pitches: fastball, curveball, changeup, and the curveball has been his best pitch this season, as it has a .193 batting average and a .313 slugging percentage. He is familiar with Seattle as he was a member of a divisional rival in the Los Angeles Angels before being traded to New York. In the 2 games this season against the Mariners, he went 0-2 in 7.1 innings with 8 runs on 12 hits with a pair of walks and 9 strikeouts. My betting advice for that game is to pick under 9.5. Chicago White Sox vs Chicago Cubs. Starter Lance Lynn had another terrific outing with 6 innings of 1-run ball, allowing 4 hits and 2 walks while striking out 8. Newcomer Craig Kimbrell, who was nearly unhittable with the Cubs before getting dealt, was charged with a blown save, with 3 runs allowed in 0.2 innings, although Liam Hendriks was able to grab the win. Adam Engel was on base 4 times and scored a run, with rookie catcher Selby Zavala going 2-4 with an RBI and a run scored. Chicago got rid of its top 3 bats in the lineup when it dealt Bryant, Baez, and Rizzo. It also sent its 5th leading batter away when Jock Peterson got traded to Atlanta. Catcher Wilson Contreras now has a team-high 77 hits, while right fielder Jason Hayward has 51 hits. They are facing a Chicago pitching staff that is 7th with a team ERA of 3.66. Right-handed pitcher Adbert Alzolay will start for the Cubs. My betting advice for that game is to pick over. Boston Red Sox vs Toronto Blue Jays. Boston has been very good on offense this season. They are top 5 in the league in runs, hits, batting average, SLG, and OPS. The Red Sox are top 10 in home runs and RBIs. Rafael Devers, J.D. Martinez, and Xander Bogaerts are all having a very good season and hit in the heart of the lineup. Devers is top 5 in the AL in home runs and RBIs. Martinez is top 10 in the AL in runs and RBIs. Bogaerts is top 10 in the AL in hits and batting average. Toronto's pitching staff is 12th in MLB with a 3.88 ERA. On Saturday, Toronto is scheduled to start 29-year-old southpaw Robbie Ray. On the season, Ray is 9.5 with a 3.04 ERA and 21 starts overall, and 2.1 with a 4.24 ERA in 3 starts against the Red Sox. As a team, Toronto leads all of MLB with a .267 batting average, 164th with 545 runs scored, and 2nd with 163 home runs. Leading Toronto is MVP candidate Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a .322 AVG, 34 home runs, and 85 RBI. The Red Sox pitching staff has been decent this season. They are in the middle of the league in ERA and runs allowed. Boston is bottom 6 in the league in hits allowed, WHIP, and batting average against. Giving up the long ball has not been an issue. They are top 5 in the league in home runs allowed. If they can continue to keep the ball in the park, they can limit the damage as their pitchers allow a lot of players on base. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 8. New York Mets vs Philadelphia Phillies. The New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies resume a three-game NL East showdown Saturday afternoon from Citizens Bank Park. It will be the rookie Tyler Megill looking to rebound from his worst outing of the season for New York. Ranger Suarez gets the nod for the Phillies. The Mets lead the season series by an 8-6 count after the Phillies opened the series with a 4-2 win on Friday night. Philly has now catapulted past the Mets to lead the division by half a game. On the mound, New York has baseball's 8th best team ERA at 3.67, but several pitchers including ace Jacob deGrom are out injured. The Mets' 1.22 whip is 8th in baseball, and opposing hitters are averaging .232 at the plate against Mets pitching. Marcus Stroman is leading New York in wins with 7, and deGrom is the leader in strikeouts with 146. New York will hand the ball to Tyler Megill on Saturday. The Mets' right-hander is 1-1 with a 2.68 ERA and 43 Ks. Watch for Michael Conforto, who has been productive against the Phillies this season, driving in 8 runs in 39 at-bats. The 28-year-old slugger has been inconsistent and is only 3 for 14 at the plate this month. Conforto is hitting .203 with 24 RBIs and a subpar .658 OPS on the season. The Mets are scoring an average of 3.77 runs per game, ranking them 29th in the majors. The pitching staff owns a 3.67 team ERA, placing them 8th overall. Bryce Harper has not been able to break through against the Mets pitching, posting a .194 average with 3 RBIs in 31 at-bats entering Friday. The 28-year-old is locked in, registering a remarkable .450 average this month, and is up to 18 homers, 42 RBIs, and a dazzling .979 OPS on the year. The Phillies rank 13th with an average of 4.65 runs on the season. The pitching staff enters with a 4.49 team ERA, placing them 19th overall. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 9.5. Texas Rangers vs Oakland Athletics. The Oakland A's are currently hosting the Texas Rangers for a weekend series with the hopes of retaining their wild card in the American League. The A's are 61-48 with the second-best record in the American League West Division, while the Rangers are 39-70 and in the last place in the division. For the upcoming game, the Rangers are expected to turn to prospect pitcher Hye-in Yang, while the A's are expected to turn to Cole Irvin as their starting pitcher for the upcoming game, who is coming off a start where he threw 6.1 innings of 1-run ball. Cole Irvin is on the mound as he makes his 22nd start of the year for the A's in this contest. He comes in 7-10 with a 3.50 ERA, a 1.176 whip, 22 walks and 90 strikeouts over 123.1 innings of action on the year. Irvin took the tough loss in his last start, which came Saturday on the road against the Angels. He threw 6.1 innings, allowing 1 run on 5 hits with 1 walk and 6 strikeouts in a game the A's dropped 1-0. Pitching at home this season, Irvin is 3-5 with a 3.84 ERA, a 1.218 whip, 11 walks and 40 strikeouts, over 65.2 innings of work in 11 starts. Irvin makes his 3rd career start against the Rangers in this contest. He comes in 1-1 with a 5.40 ERA, a 1.10 whip, 1 walk and 9 strikeouts over 10 innings of work against them. Irvin is 3-5 with a 3.84 ERA, a 1.218 whip, 11 walks and 40 strikeouts, over 65.2 innings of work in 11 career starts at the RingCentral Coliseum. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 8.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.